Good afternoon, it's your boy Rubio, and I'm back at the table with some more cards to unveil for you guys today. The NFL season is wrapping up. We went from 8 teams down to 4. And those last 4 teams are the Patriots and the Broncos, the Lions and the Seahawks. Hopefully we get some decent games out of those 2 games. And whoever the winner is, good luck to you guys in the Super Bowl. But before we dive into the conference championships, let's go ahead and do a recap over the divisional rounds. But before we dive into that, let's go ahead and say what's up to my boy Blue. Hey, what up, Blue? How's everything going? Did you enjoy those football games last week? I bet you were probably upset as much as I was with the Texans. But, hey, you win some, you lose some. And I know a lot of those Texans fans would rather them lose in the regular season than in the playoffs. But we'll go into that in a few minutes. My boy Blue always has a smile on his face and is a man of few words. So we're going to dive into those divisional rounds and go through those individual games and see how exciting those games really were. In those divisional games, we had the Bills and the Broncos played each other, the 49ers and the Seahawks, the Texans and the Patriots, and the Rams and the Bears. So let's go ahead and jump into this Bills and Broncos game. It was definitely a good game between these 2 teams here. Unfortunately, the Bills lost that game in the overtime. It stayed pretty close, pretty much the whole game. Josh Allen had 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Bo Nix had 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That game was cold. James Cook ran for 117 yards. Bo Nix was the leading rusher for the Broncos. But yeah, man, the Buffalo Bills were doing their thing in that first half. And the Denver Broncos were playing catch up. But then that second half came and it was like roles were reversed. Bo Nix came out throwing the ball, getting the ball down the field. Buffalo got in trouble with a lot of penalties towards the end of the game, and it really hurt them. But they made it to the overtime. I thought that the Buffalo Bills were going to take that one. But of course, again, those penalties with Buffalo really hurt them. They got that pass interference call in overtime, and it killed them because then it put Denver in field goal range, and they won the game. They had good receiving yards on both ends. Kincaid, who I thought was going to be that main target, especially in that bad weather, and Mims was a big contributor for the Broncos. But yeah, it was a good game, very exciting. I wish Josh Allen would have won that game and took Buffalo into the next round, but sometimes it just works out like that. Buffalo had a total of 449 yards compared to Denver's 349 yards. But this right here, those 5 turnovers killed the Broncos. And also, the 5 penalties for 68 yards killed the Broncos. The 5 turnovers gave the ball back to the Denver Broncos, and the 5 penalties pushed them back when they could have been driving up the field. Buffalo was doing great on third downs. Denver wasn't doing so hot, but like I said, those turnovers killed Buffalo. If they didn't have all those penalties and those turnovers, this game probably would have been lopsided. But Congratulations to the Denver Broncos. They're moving on. And then you find out at the end of the game that Bo Nix is going to be out for the season with a broken ankle. I think that's what it was. When did that happen? Not sure. But yeah, I watched the whole game and he was playing. So I don't know if it was just adrenaline that kept him going or what it was. They made it on to the next round and they're going to have a new quarterback and leading them for the rest of the way because Bo Nix is out. That's unfortunate for him because Bo got him all the way to this point. But he's still a good quarterback. He helped his team get there. Hopefully his team can help out this new quarterback and they can move on to the Super Bowl. So let's dive into the next game they had, which was the 49ers and the Seahawks. That game was lopsided from the beginning. San Francisco's defense really got exposed. Brock Purdy had 140 yards compared to Sam Darnold's 124. The leading rusher, everybody thought was going to be McCaffrey, but it was Brock Purdy. Walker had 116 yards for Seattle and 3 touchdowns. So that lets you know right there that the San Francisco defense was not stopping these guys. Cooper Kupp had 60 yards on 5 receptions, and San Francisco tight end had 59 yards. But yeah, man, this game was so lopsided. If you're just looking at stats, just look at that. It's pretty much close, 236 to 281. But this right here, once again, turnovers kill you. 3 turnovers to 0. So most likely, out of these 3 turnovers, they turned into points. And as you can tell, they beat them 41 to 6. They only got 2 field goals in the second quarter, and then that was it. But San Francisco at least got this far. My Raiders didn't get this far. The Texans didn't get this far. They looked bad also. Hopefully they can build on this and make the team better, get some other players in there that could help them out to get them further into the playoffs or get them back to the playoffs. Good luck to the Seahawks going on to the next round. I hope they make it to the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Seahawks and the Patriots to go to the championship game. But we'll see. Moving on, we're going to go into this Texans game. CJ just did not look comfortable out there. He had a turnover at the beginning of the game, even though he had 216 or 212 passing yards compared to Drake May's 179. He had 4 interceptions, only 1 touchdown. And when you throw interceptions and they can return the ball back into their red zone, he turned them into touchdowns. And it killed him. Drake May really didn't play that good in the first half, but his defense held him down. The Texans' defense tried. Your defense can only hold so long before they bend and break. They tried to help out CJ, but it just wasn't there. I don't know if he was injured since both of his tight ends went out. Nico wasn't there. Another one of their major receivers went out. Their running game was trash. It was just a hard day for the Texans. The weather was terrible. It was raining. It was snowing. It was cold. I don't like to have any excuses for anybody, but you got to be prepared for something like that. Throughout the season, their runner was getting a lot of rushing yards, but against this New England defense, he was not doing it. They tried. They didn't make it. They lost this game 28 to 16. Yeah, it just seems like CJ was not there. A lot of people say they probably should have pulled him, put in the other quarterback, and then maybe put him in later. But for a young guy like that, how good is that for his confidence to get pulled and then later on possibly put him back into the game? They're at home watching the next couple rounds. Hopefully they can build on their shortcomings, get that team better, and get them back to the playoffs. Moving on to our last game for the divisional rounds, the Rams and the Bears. Now this game was exciting. I went into overtime. I thought the Bears were going to take this one. Caleb was doing real good. But at the end, Stafford and his team just had that will to win. Stafford had 258 yards. He didn't have any touchdowns. Caleb Williams had 257, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Even though he didn't score any touchdowns, that hurts you. Williams had 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Swift had 76 yards, no touchdowns. Colston Loveland was Caleb Williams' target. Nobody else was getting as open as he was. And he didn't even get into the end zone. He would get him down the field, and then somebody else would have to finish it off. But they had a good season. Just looking at the yardage here, the total yardage, 417 to 340, 3 turnovers to 0. They both had close to the same amount of first downs. These penalty yards hurt. 9 for 19 on third down. Time of possession was about the same. But it was a very exciting game. Had to come down to the overtime, and they kicked a field goal and won the game. Congratulations to the Rams, moving on to the next round. And we'll see how you do. So we're going to dive into these games this weekend, which is the championship round. And we'll see what the Cards want to pick as the winner to go on to the Super Bowl. Out of these conference championship games, you got the Patriots and the Broncos, the Rams and the Seahawks. I'm going with the Patriots to beat the Broncos and the Seahawks to beat the Rams. I think this one's probably going to be a little bit easier because a whole new quarterback is coming in to take over for the quarterback that's injured. I don't even know if they have announced who the quarterback is going to be for this game. But anyways, they'll be playing in that game, and we'll see who will win. They got the Patriots as the favorite over the Broncos. They got the Seahawks as the favorite over the Rams. They even got Sam Darnold questionable. But it's the playoffs. I don't think they announced any major injuries for him, so I think he'll probably play in that game. Let's see which cards we're going to use for the championship game or conference championship game. All right, so the cards that we're going to use to pick the winner out of these two games is the 2025 Panini Revolution with Ashton Genty on the cover. Got this particular box a few months ago from Sam's Club. I've opened a pack of these up before, maybe a couple months ago. I was pretty impressed with them. Good looking cards. They also have an extra pack here with some numbered cards in them. And yeah, we'll see which teams the Cards want to win. Last week, we had the mosaic cards to pick the winner out of these games, and we were 50-50. Wasn't a good turnout, but hey, let me open up this box. We have the NFL logo, NFL Players Association. Doesn't say how many cards are in here, but by doing the math, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Plus the bonus pack. Look for exclusive autographs and Revolution signature swirls. On the back, this is everything that you can get in the complete pack. Hopefully you guys can see that. The 2025 Panini Revolution football features a 250 card set, including 200 base and 50 rookies. And all this other stuff here is stuff that could be in this pack here. And you can get numbered cards out of this pack. Let's open them up and see what we got. All right. So that is the pack outside of the box. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 4 is 32. And then maybe another 4 cards in this pack. I'm going to open up 7 packs. Save 1 pack for another rip. We'll save this pack as the last pack to be a tiebreaker. We'll move that out of the way, throw that to the side, get all of our packs out. We got our little bonus pack there. We'll move this out of the way. Throw that down there. We will shuffle for 10 seconds. Get my little board cleaned off here, or as clean as I can get it. Let's bring it back down to the table. Let me adjust my mat. Let's get a little bit of that red in there. All right, let's do some shuffling for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So this last pack will be saved for another time. I'll put that back over there. Those will not be included in the Super Bowl packs. Alright, stuff keeps falling. Come on, stay up. Stay up. Get a little bit organized here. And then we'll get to ripping. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 packs. So that's 28. There they go. And then our 1 bonus pack. Let's set those to the side. And let's get to ripping. Starting out with our first pack. Oh yeah, I forgot these were difficult to open. Let me... Where is my... Kids, don't do this at home. All right. Coming out of the gate in this pack, who do we have? We have Jahmyr Gibbs from the Detroit Lions. We have Travion Henderson from the New England Patriots, a rookie card. You kind of shine my light down. You can see the little sparkle there. I don't know if you can see the name. Travion Henderson. Is this one numbered? It is not. All right, we will sit that one down here. Next up, we have Devin Hester from the Chicago Bears. It says Gridiron Legacy. Revolution across the top there. And then last one in this pack, we have Jalen Walker from the Atlanta Falcons, rookie card. And we have our Kid Reporter card. We'll throw that to the side. Going into our next pack. All right, gotta rip this one open. Coming out the gate on this one, we have from the New York Jets, Breece Hall. Let me set this New England Patriot over here on that side. So we know we got 1 Patriot. All right. Coming up next, we have Emmitt Smith on the swirl from the Arizona Cardinals. On the Stargazer, we have C.J. Stroud from the Houston Texans. And we have a rookie card of Dylan Sampson from the Cleveland Browns. All right, next pack. All right, we have David Njoku from the Cleveland Browns. We have Brashul Tootin from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know if you can see his name. Some of these cards, you can't really see the name. Let me see if this one's numbered. It is not. And this is a swirl also. From the Indianapolis Colts, we have Jonathan Taylor on the Stargazing. And last one in this pack, we have rookie card of Ty Felton from the Minnesota Vikings. And there you go, there's his name. Boom. All right. Next pack. There we go. We have Cedric Tillman from the Cleveland Browns. We have DK Metcalf from the Pittsburgh Steelers on the swirl. We have from the 49ers, we have Christian McCaffrey on the Stargazing. And then last one in this pack, we have a rookie card of R.J. Harvey from the Denver Broncos. All right, so we got 1 point for the Patriots over the Broncos. Or no, it's tied. I'm sorry. Tied 1-1, Patriots and the Broncos. And we still have no Steelers and no Rams. All right, we're halfway there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're halfway home. Still got 3 packs left. Don't forget to subscribe, share with others. I do appreciate all the comments and the likes and the shares that you guys do with the videos. You can follow me on YouTube at JRubio, on TikTok at JRubio80, on Instagram at j.rubio80. I sell most of my cards on eBay, and that is JRubio80, all lowercase. All right, let's get back to the rip. All right, from the New England Patriots, we have the quarterback, Drake May. So now the Patriots are up 2-1 on the Broncos. On the swirl, we have Dalton Schultz from the Houston Texans. We have Cam Ward from the Tennessee Titans on the futures. There we go. And last one in this pack, we have another Brashul Tootin from the Jacksonville Jaguars rookie card. And New England is up 2-1 on the Broncos. From the Cincinnati Bengals, we have Mr. Jamar Chase. From the Miami Dolphins, we have Quentin Ewers. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, Quentin Ewers. Nice looking card there. Rookie card. We got our first Seahawk. We have Jackson Smith and Jigba from the Seattle Seahawks. It says New Wave across the top here. So now the Seahawks are up on the Rams 1-0. Last one in this pack, we have Jaden Blue from the Dallas Cowboys rookie card. All right, guys. Second to last pack before the bonus pack. Okay. Let me open this bad boy up if I can. There we go. From the Los Angeles Chargers, we have Darius Davis. From the Cleveland Browns, we have Jerome Ford. From the New York Giants, we have Jason Sehorn on the Gridiron Legacy. And we have Colston Loveland, rookie card from the Chicago Bears. As of right now, we have the Patriots up 2-1 over the Broncos, and the Seahawks 1-0 on the Rams. Can this pack be the deciding factor here? Will one team come back and win? Or will the other team run away with it? We will see. Alright, if I can get this thing open. Try the other side. Okay, that looks like that opens up a little bit better. So let's see what we got. Coming out the gate, we have Jared Goff from the Detroit Lions. It is numbered 34/299. I'll set that one right there. We have another Seahawk, which will put the Seahawks up 2-0 on the Rams. Elijah Arroyo. This is like a blue. And that one's numbered 167/499. And then last one in this pack, we have Mr. Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills. And that one is numbered 276/499. All right. So we've got winners, guys. We've got winners. The New England Patriots are up 2-1 on the Broncos, and the Seahawks are up 1-0 on the Rams. So, out of these cards, the Revolution Panini pack has picked the Patriots and the Seahawks to go to the Super Bowl. So make sure you watch those games this weekend. If your team is in any of these games, I hope they have a good game. I hope both of these games are good games. Unfortunately, I have to work on Sunday. At least I'll be able to catch one of the games on Saturday, I think. I will do a quick recap over all the cards that we got in this pack, and then we will end this video. All right, let's start out with our 4 teams playing in this weekend's game on Sunday. We have the Patriots beating the Broncos 2-1, led by Mr. Drake May and Travion Henderson from the New England Patriots. There's both of those guys. And then our one Bronco, Mr. RJ Harvey from the Denver Broncos. Our winner out of the Seahawks and the Rams, they won 2-0. We have Elijah Arroyo, the rookie from the Seahawks, and that card is numbered 167/499. And then we have probably the best receiver in the league right now, Jackson Smith-Njigba from the Seahawks on the new wave. All right. Out of our rookie cards, from the Tennessee Titans, we have Mr. Cam Ward on the Futures rookie card. We have a stargazing of Christian McCaffrey from the San Francisco 49ers. From the Indianapolis Colts, we have Jonathan Taylor on the stargazing. Also on the stargazing, we have C.J. Stroud from the Houston Texans. And the Gridiron Legacy, we have Mr. Devin Hester. All right. Moving on to our rookie cards here. We have Mr. Colston Loveland from the Chicago Bears. Jaden Blue, rookie card from the Dallas Cowboys. From the Miami Dolphins, we have Quentin Ewers, rookie card. From the Jacksonville Jaguars, we have Brussels Tootin, Ty Felton. Another Brussels Tootin from the Jacksonville Jaguars on the red swirl. From the Atlanta Falcons, we have Jalen Walker, rookie card. And last rookie, we have Dylan Sampson from the Cleveland Browns. And then our other two numbered cards here, we have Jared Goff from the Lions. That one's numbered 34 to 299. And Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills, and that one's numbered 276 out of 499. We have another Gridiron Legacy, Jason Sehorn, old school football player. Set that over there, and then we'll go through our base cards. We have Jerome Ford, and actually that's a swirl. We have Darius Davis, Jamar Chase, Dalton Schultz on the swirl, DK Metcalf on the swirl, Cedric Tillman, David Njoku, Emmitt Smith on the swirl. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, share with others. I enjoy bringing this type of content to you guys, and I hope you guys like watching it. But without further ado, me and my boy Blue, we're out of here.